So yeah,
Bell's turn. Bell's turn.
my turn. Shit. Big Hero 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've all seen it. We all know why it's on there.
We
It's
all watched it
fantastic.
recently, in fact.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. Why is Big Hero 6 on there?
Because, to be honest, it's been a long time since Disney has produced anything that's not been absolute cack. In my own personal opinion, things have been too rushed, or they've not had the same feeling as Disney. They've gone for more song than anything else, and problems like
Disney's
that.
always had a sort of songy vibe to them.
But even so, things like Mulan had actual stories and pacing and such, and then you get things like Frozen. Oh, these are for the parents. They're dead. Well, no, you didn't like those.
Frozen was... Yeah, we've had this conversation many
Wreck-It
times.
Ralph as well.
It was too rushed. It felt like the pacing was so off that it was like you were just literally thrown into this story without any real explanation of things.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph. It was interesting.
It feels really empty, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's like Wreck-It Ralph. It was interesting, but at the same time, it was not magnificent. It had a subpar soundtrack. It was a bit kind of blur in points, and you just knew like they threw certain things in that kids would understand.
Yeah.
Where with Big Hero 6, they don't seem to like, really dumb it down for the audience. It's kind of left up to the imagination as well.
Yeah, I liked that. I liked the fact that it was paced really well. It felt like you really got to know the characters, unlike Frozen, where it was just like, here's some characters, now fucking they're gone. It's too late. What are you doing?
They died. Why did you do this, guys?
Oh shit. Yeah,
What'd
okay.
you do?
I'm just gonna have to dump all this shit down here. Sorry, guys.
How dare you make a mess?
It's that, or like come down with every individual piece, which will make more of
Or
a
I
mess.
could
probably.
catch it for you.
Yeah, good
Shit.
luck with that. Just go ahead and catch these intestines, Jade. Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I just popped.
oh god, I got distracted. Big Hero 6. Yes, I liked the jokes. I liked the fact that the story had a nice little twist. And it was like, although you sort of knew there was a twist coming, it wasn't the twist you were expecting, which was quite clever.
And it didn't take itself like normal animations, where they just go, oh, it's an animation, it can explain itself. They actually had like a reason for everything.
It felt like it was really well fleshed out, didn't it? The world seemed believable.
Yeah.
In the slight, sort of slight future setting.
And it was like, even the single bit, right, when they get trapped on that island is the one bit that I always turn to. Because any other animation, when you get trapped on an island, you just appear back and you're like, yep, got back somehow.
Yeah.
In that one, they actually give a reason why they came back.
Yeah, the attention to detail is amazing.
It's like when she's explaining all the stuff to him. I don't know half this fucking shit, but I can believe it's probably real. Where they explain this.
It's one of those films that, like, if you watch close enough, you'll be rewarded in many different ways for, like, noticing little things that just, things that you wouldn't notice if you just idly watched it while you were doing something else.
Yeah. But yeah, that is on there for being an outstanding Disney film in recent years.
I like that a lot.
It was good.
That was not me. Get another
It was
bucket
Sharon.
out.
It was Sharon.
Oh no, Jade! Oh, what the fuck, Jade?
What the fuck? I don't want a hand. That's not handy at all.
Once that's done, it's now
Jade.
your turn again.
Thank you. Put the bucket down. I need to wet my mop.
It is your turn, Sharon.
Is it me again?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Da,
Jade
da, da.
isn't she? Okay. What was my? Oh yeah, Demolition Man, Zoolander. Okay. Another one on my list then. Tremors.
Tremors. Now, you did mention this the other day, and I've seen Tremors, but I can't remember it for the life of me.
Tremors is Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
And there are giant worms under the ground.
I've seen a movie, you see, with giant worms under the ground that wasn't Tremors recently, and I can't remember, what that was. It was like Attack of the 60-Foot Worm or something. It was something ridiculous. What are you doing, my box?
It was like, oh, was it late 80s or early 90s? It was still a very cheesy film, and it was Kevin Bacon. It is sort of like, it's set out in the desert, in like a really small town. One of these towns that has like literally like 30 people living in it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Kevin Bacon and his mate are like just sort of odd job men. They don't really have a career or anything. They just do things that people want them to do around the town. And then they discover these fucking huge worms, and the huge worms start trying to eat everyone, and they have to try and stop them somehow. But it was quite good. They never really explained where the worms came from. It just sort of
why they have to stop them.
Yeah, and it just they just have to sort of deal with it. And it's a good cheesy action film. It's a film you can watch and just have a laugh with. You don't need to take it very seriously at all.
In those situations, you have to question, would you actually do something about the giant worms eating your town, or just go, well, I'm fucked?
Well, the worms are specifically attacking them because they're attracted to sound.
But even so, would you actually try and stop these worms if they were eating your town right now, or just go, well, I'm fucked, and sit
I don't
in your
think it's
room?
necessarily that they tried to stop them so much as they simply tried to save themselves, and in doing so, stopped them.
Okay.
I think their initial plan was to escape the town, and when that went wrong, they quickly changed the plan and managed to dispose of the giant worms.
By stabbing them repeatedly.
How can you not love a film that's about giant worms? And the special effects, considering the time, are fucking brilliant. It's not CGI or anything, it's all models and stuff. So it looks, but you know, like, again, Little Shop of Horrors was another good one. The plant in that wasn't CGI, it was modelled.
I love that.
And it was
one of my
fantastic,
favourites.
yeah. So, you know I'm a sucker for these old-fashioned effects, Belle. I mean, like, CGI is great and everything, but blood squibs and models always look way better.
Yeah.
That
I've
is
just
jingling
cleaned
like
that.
mad. What's in that?
Bullets.
Bullets.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle,
You guys are
jiggle.
so quick at this cleaning thing. You've obviously done this many a time.
If you hold down shift, you walk with the boxes and they don't jerk or twitch.
Ah.
Yeah, so you can put anything you want in a box,
That's why
but hold down
Jade's
shift.
walking like she shat herself.
Yeah. Like that.
Thanks.
I did
Oh,
wonder.
no, I actually did, though.
She actually did shit herself.
Come on, people, put on some
It's
signs.
okay, Jade. We
don't
can
nail
clean it
stuff
up.
in.
Nice.
Perks of being a cleaner. Clean your own shit up when you shit yourself.
When you shit yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you want this job? Well, I shit myself a lot and thought, might as well clean
On
that
a
up.
regular basis, it might as well happen.
So anyway,
Put that barrel in
Tremors,
there.
right? The first time I saw Tremors, I was
22.
no, I was.
You bought
I
some
must
very
have
good
been
beer.
about 14, because
Did
I
you
was still at
purchase
high
it?
school, and I had a friend called Derek. Okay, but we used to call him Desmond because Derek became Des. And then Des became Desmond, because that's what kids do.
This is going to
Yeah.
turn into a life story.
No, it's not a live story. But anyway, one day I was around Des's house, and he had a couple of films on VHS, and one of them was Tremors, and we watched it, and I liked it so much I borrowed the VHS off him, took it home, sort of like wired up two VHSs together so I could copy it,
Derek still
and then
cries
gave me
about
it
not
back.
having it.
Yeah, but he taped it off fucking Sky Movies or something as well, so it was like. That's how we had to do
God,
piracy before torrents were out. This is how
Sharon!
piracy worked.
What the fuck?
You had to tape it off the TV and then put fucking VHS tapes together.
Don't you try and VHS tape this. What is
What?
this? You've opened the other side of the furnace, so when you throw things in, it comes out that side.
Is that what you've done there?
That's
Don't
what you've
throw it in,
done.
Blair. Just place it in the thing gently.
I can't. I was burning
There's
the fucking
intestines
bullets.
all over here. Are these your intestines?
Look, it's your.
Is that yours?
Look, right.
There's
it goes
another
in,
one somewhere, it's
this
glitching
shuts.
out.
You never open this ever again.
Why?
It always comes in this side.
Why?
Because that way you can throw shit in without having any problem.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm having difficulties.
We are pro at this.
Yeah, you guys are pro at this. I'm quite new to Viscera Cleanup.
I'm
It's
having
amazing,
difficulties with intestines.
I'm still at the just walk around poking things stage.
I found the punch-o-matic.
The Punch-O-Matic.
Yeah. It's how you punch out. So it's your turn, Jade.
Is it?
Yeah, because that was Sharon's third movie, Tremors.
Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. I loved
Guardians of
that
the
film.
Galaxy.
So much. It's the new one. It's the new
absolutely.
Marvel.
Is it a film about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Tell us a bit about Guardians of the Galaxy, Jade.
Don't give too much away.
Oh yeah, I suppose. With it being
Well-
new, we've got to be careful
Yeah.
with spoilers.
My favorite characters. That's a thing.
Your favourite
It's
characters
hilarious. Groot, the
Oh,
Tree
right.
Man.
I thought you were going to say Groot, but you cut out on the mumble.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
sounded more like she was
Groot.
saying fruit, and I was like, that's not Jade.
Groot's pretty good. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't say it was amazing. I think it got a little bit overhyped. but
I
Yeah.
loved it.
it wasn't terrible.
It was the opposite of Big Hero 6.
I liked Big Hero 6 better. I'm just going to go out there and
Underhyped.
say that straight away.
Oh,
To be honest, I think all three of
liked
us
it.
would recommend that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, that was such a good film. It's like, I don't want to speak about it too much because it is so new.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like,
You sort of, with the new ones especially, you don't want to sort of give too much away. Older films, you can just say whatever, but...
exactly. Which brings me to the oldest film I think on my list. Oh my god. So yeah, the next film on my list
Yeah.
is
I got
obviously
it in
the old and
finally.
classic Shining.
The Shining.
The Shining.
So, tell the folks a little bit about The Shining, Valerius.
It starts with a family that are basically going to be in a hotel, thanks to a oh shit.
Thanks to
my
who?
elevator thing broke. So yeah, he's basically going to be like the night watchman in this hotel while it shuts over winter because it's very snowy up there. And the whole idea is that, you know, he goes up there with the family to have this nice vacation, and it's not a nice vacation because he ends up going psycho bonkers crazy because he has no alcohol or anything. And he goes really stressed working on his book. So then he gets an axe, and he has the most famous line in like all of the internet where he says, "Here's Johnny," and that's basically it. And it ends off with
I just saw
I think
that.
someone dying.
Cool story. So, yeah, the guy goes crazy and tries to... Does he try and murder his family? I can't remember if he tries
Yeah.
to murder them.
He tries to murder his entire family because he says, "If you kill your family, I'll give you a drink."
Oh, yeah, the
So,
imaginary
yeah.
barkeeper.
Barkeep.
Yeah, it was a weird film, that. I must admit, it's not my favourite Stephen King one by a long shot.
Well, I didn't go for the other one because I think someone else might have it.
Oh, okay. We won't mention that just yet, then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
I don't think it's a
Yeah.
Stephen King film I'm thinking
I think, to be honest, I mean, I've seen The Shining as well a couple of times, and I think it's a little bit overrated. It's definitely not my favourite Stephen King film. It's definitely not my favourite Jack Nicholson film. I think it's interesting, but I wouldn't go far as to say it's particularly standout.
of. The thing that I
can't
notice
reach
about it
this.
is, it's not basically a movie about you. But imagine me in that situation, a man who does drink every single day, suddenly having to spend the entire 6 months of Christmas without a single drink.
Yeah.
It's like, can you imagine me in that state, going down to a bar, like, environment where bottles should be lining the shelves and they're not, and I'm very fucking thirsty? If you
But
think
also-
about it more as someone who is relatable to that kind of thing, it
I
works
mean, I
more.
don't think it's necessarily just the lack of alcohol that drives him crazy. I think it's meant to be the house in some way as
Oh
well.
yeah, and he's working on a book,
Because-
if you remember, he's
Yeah,
stressed.
because his kid is quite weird as well, isn't he? He's obviously... there's
His
something
kid's
going on.
psychic. The entire idea of the kid is that the kid is psychic and basically seeing the future because of his
sees
imaginary
dead
twin. Yeah, his imaginary twin tells him,
Ah!
"Ah, dead bumhole. Put me
How
up.
dare you? Okay, I'll do it.
I'm
Well,
going.
but you...
Oh god, what have you done? Put me up."
Where are you?
I didn't
Okay.
do that, you did that.
Are you doing that green bit in the corner of the ceiling?
Yep. We're working together.
Right.
Oh shit!
Oh my god,
What have you
accident in the
done?
workplace. I think you've been given the wrong
my
type
God.
of ladder.
I was given the wrong type of ladder.
Right, quick, I'll go call injury lawyers for you.
Excellent, and clock me off while you're doing it.
Get on it.
Oh no, I fell over a wet floor sign. No, bless my legs. Oh no.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ow. This isn't working, Jade. And where's my bucket?
You don't need a bucket.
Right, you get on it. I'll go get a bucket.
Come on.
Yeah, so that was my one. Next one is Sharon's.
Yep.
Okay. Did Jade not want to say anything about The Shining? Any opinions, Jade?
Oh, I haven't seen
She hasn't seen
You
The
haven't seen
Shining
it?
because we watched the other one that Jack, whatchamacallit's in.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, the other one that he's in. It might be on Jade's list, so I don't want to
Okay.
spoil it.
We'll wait and see if it's on Jade's list or not.
What?
Okay, so... wait a minute, I've just... oh, never mind. Right, my next film, I'm going to the other side of the country for this one, Valerius.
Oh
well,
my
the other
God.
side of the world, even. My next film is a film that isn't in English. It is in in Japanese.
In American.
I almost said in American.
It's in America.
Ju-on,
Ju-on.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was remade for an American audience as The Grudge, which is an appallingly bad film. But the
I just thought
Japanese
the Grudge wasn't that good.
The
Just not
Japanese
scary.
original. See, the thing is, I'm not easily scared by films. Okay, the Ju-on made me shit my pants, quite literally. That was fucking scariest film I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't.
The Ring is
thought the
nothing
same
compared to Ju-on.
Yeah. Sorry, I put Exploded Barrel in there, so I just shut that off.
Now, I'm pretty sure you've seen Ju-on, though.
I have seen Ju-on. I've seen The Grudge as well.
Yeah, I've seen The Grudge
I've
as well.
seen both of them with Belle.
I wish I could unsee The Grudge and just see Ju-on.
The Grudge was bad just because, to be fair, no one does creepy as much as the Japanese does.
Yeah, and I think the fact that it is Japanese makes it creepier because they have the whole... We don't have that myth in our folklore, you know, the woman with the hair forwards and the...
I mean, the one thing as well is, Japanese probably don't find it that scary.
Maybe they don't. Maybe it's a
It
cultural
could be.
thing.
It could just be that everyone outside of Japan finds it really scary.
It's certainly possible. But yeah, I think the fact that it's in Japanese adds to the scariness.
Start burning the boxes, guys.
Because it's creepy as fuck.
We've got to clear this entire floor. It needs decontaminating.
Contaminating.
Move on to Jade's while Sharon is packing boxes.
Sure.
Okay.
Ow.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the other one.
That's the other Jack Nicholson film you were on about.
Yeah. Which I did like him in that, but I liked him in The Shining, and that's about it. Those are the two movies within it that I enjoy.
Yes, I agree. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a brilliant film.
It is. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it is amazing. I think the thing is, it's not just Jack Nicholson that's amazing. I like Christopher Lloyd in that a lot as well.
Yeah.
Because I quite like Christopher Lloyd.
I like the Indian.
Yeah, Chief.
Chief.
Who doesn't
Come on,
even have to be
Chief,
there.
raise your arms!
I think the scene that everyone sort of really stands out and everyone remembers from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is the baseball scene. When they're trying to watch the baseball and they turn off the TV, and so Jack Nicholson just like carries on the commentary just off the cuff, and that shit is incredible to watch. It really is.
Everyone gets excited over it, which is really nice.
Yeah. It's a good thing. So yeah, the basic plot of that film, people who haven't seen it, is Jack Nicholson is a criminal who can reduce his jail time if he goes to the sort of, what do you call them? The asylum, I guess.
I don't think it is reduce, you know.
Is that not the thing? It's instead of doing jail time.
No, he
doesn't want to do work, isn't it?
Yeah. He doesn't want to
instead of
work
community
outside of the yard.
service.
Yeah. But he thinks it's going to be really easy. He doesn't realise they will only discharge him when they think he's ready to be discharged.
Yeah.
Which means that it's not going to reduce his jail time, it's going to mean they basically now control him.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't stop
pretty
being a dick, they can keep him there indefinitely.
Yeah, and he tries to rebel.
And then it has that really
The
sad
system.
ending. It's been out for ages though, so you can spoil that.
Well, again, I mean, you know, it's one of those films where it's like, I think the younger generation, it's one of those films that passes them by. Unless somebody, actually recommends it to you, you wouldn't just come across it, most likely.
Jed.
It sort of depends. It just sort of depends how much people are into films and how much they go out of their way to seek out things.
Yeah.
Because some people will literally just watch what comes their way and nothing else, you know?
Yeah, that was Jade's, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, that was one of Jade's. That was a
okay.
good choice, Jade. I do
Thank
really
you,
like that
thank
film. I like it
Where's-
as well when he's trying to... He's trying to like break the window to get out and he's trying to lift up that thing. And he's just literally not got the strength for it. That's a good moment.
Yeah. Jade, where's the elevator thing? Do we leave it upstairs?
I think you left it up there.
Okay. The bit I like is when Chief does it at the very end. Just fucking rips it out of the floor. And smashes through and escapes exactly as he planned.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.